Yeah, I have moved around quite a bit actually. So I was born and raised in London, so I spent the majority of my time within England. We kind of moved around London, Cambridge, that kind of southeast area. Then I went to university in Australia, in Perth, at the University of Western Australia. Did a double degree there, did my master's there, and then I basically traveled around Asia for a couple of years. So lived in Bangkok for quite a long period of time, lived in Taiwan as well, and then now I find myself in Singapore, and I've been here for quite a while now, I think, actually. Time does fly, but it has been at least a couple of years, and I am loving it. So my mum's Singaporean, my dad's English, so I've always kind of had that connection with Singapore, I guess. It's always felt intrinsically like a second home. So it always made sense for me to move back here. I've always wanted to live in Asia, but I can't speak Mandarin, much to my mum's chagrin. I can speak French, but that doesn't particularly help me over here. So I mean, there are only few countries within Asia I could really live, and Singapore ticked all those boxes for me. So first and foremost, I'm a TV presenter. You might have seen me on a variety of different shows on a variety of different channels. If I do have any spare time, then I also do event hosting and emceeing. And I still do a bit of acting here or there, depending upon what kind of series it is and what the script is. On a day like this, I would have to say the weather. I was recently back in London actually, and it was cold and it was rainy, and I realized, you know what? Singapore really is better when it comes to this kind of thing, and I can understand why people live here just for the weather alone. But no, I mean, it's a great spot, Singapore, in between Asia and the West, both literally and figuratively. I mean, you can get anything you want in Singapore, you know, imported goods from the UK, from the US, but it also does have that Asian feel, which I guess ties in with me a lot as well. So for me, it's a perfect combination between everything. I have to say my family, in case they're watching this, they're all back in London, so I mean, I only see them once a year or so. I mean, there are certain things you miss about London. I mean, London's one of those cities where you just step outside and there's something happening. There's always something going on in London. And you do miss just being in the centre of everything, I guess. When you get here, eat. Just eat everything. Everything is good, and there is so much good food on offer. Singapore for me is a real walking country as well. So, you know, it's quite a small country, but there's so much to see. Just walk around and you're bound to come across something interesting. TV presenting is always something I've wanted to do. As I said, I've got a master's in English, so journalism was always something I wanted to explore. I didn't necessarily think it would be in front of the camera journalism. I still do a lot of written stuff, and I thought that would probably be where my career was heading, but obviously being in front of the camera and the experience I gained from that when I was traveling in Asia kind of coupled with the journalism to bring me to where I am today. I think social media definitely helps. I mean, it gets your name out there, which is really important when you're doing TV presenting and that kind of thing, because to be in the public consciousness is something incredibly useful, and social media really helps in that regards. And I mean, I just find social media good as well for documenting my life away from TV. So a lot of people might see me on TV, but this is kind of what my life is when I'm not in front of the camera, or not in front of the video camera at least. Well, I know it's going to sound cliched, but just stay true to yourself. Post what you want to post. Don't just post something because you think that look is going to be popular. In the end, people are going to want to follow you for your own feed and the photos you're putting across. So as long as they're genuine and it's something you're interested in, then other people are going to be interested in them as well.